Hi, I'm Chris Russell with Ridgetop RV, and this is a little instructional video on how to operate the pop-up camper that we're currently renting in Owensboro, Kentucky. As you can see, I just disconnected the camper from the vehicle, and it's not necessarily in a level position. So I'm going to level it from the front, and then we'll put the stabilizers down in the back. It's a crank on the front that you can raise and lower for different height vehicles. It's also going to be the main level for the camper itself. Pretty much just get an eyeball on level. Once you get it to a certain point, it looks comfortable, and go from there. Next, any of the tools that you're going to need for the camper are stored inside this storage compartment for all the tools. The different crank handles are in here. A water hose and electrical adapter are stored inside this front cabinet. We'll be using this crank for the leveling jacks in the back. There's two of them located on the back end of the vehicle. When you put those down, you just want them snug. You don't want to put a lot of up force pressure. It's basically to keep the vehicle from tipping once you get in the rear bed. And the crank we'll use for the front of the camper is this one with the square tube on the front end of it. The square tube inserts in the square tube here to crank the camper up and down. I'm going to insert this and then release all four corner attachments that hold the top down. One on each corner. And then crank up. That's pretty close. As you can see, you don't want it you don't want it tight. You just want it extended. So you can see it's still got wrinkles in it, but that's about as high as you want it right there. Just want it extended, not tight. Next we'll do is pull out the bed ends. There's a loop handle. Grab from the center, pull toward you till it stops. And then we'll put the ceiling supports up once we get inside. And underneath each mattress are the support bars that we'll be using. There's two black bars on each end that support the bed from the outside. Got a round end and a flat end. The flat end goes up on the mattress. The round end goes in the round hole on the bumper. Flat end goes on just lift up on the mattress, slide it into place. Just lift up, slide it into place. Next, you grab the four corners zipper, bring it down. Make sure that you have the Velcro in place. And the string that's used to attach for storms or heavy winds, attach it across the other side under the metal grommet. We'll install the black bars on each end, 2 for each end. Same round hole. Camper also comes with 2 gold safety bars. Basically, you want to put these caddy corner from each other. You have a tapered end and a square end. The tapered end goes up underneath the rubber seal on the top around the lifting device. Go all the way up, pop it into place. You'll just want to put those caddy corner, doesn't matter which 2 corners, but just not on the same side. That's going to prevent the roof from falling if something bad should happen with the steel cable that cranks it up and down. We've gotten everything done on the outside that we're going to do. Next, I'll show you the different connections on the outside of the vehicle. Starting here, porch light turns on and off. This is a rail that your stove is going to attach to with your gas line attachment right next to it. This is the stove that's normally stored under the table. It's going to install on this rail here. Just go in beside it and slide it forward. And then it'll pop up. Assemble just like that. Gas line connection is going to disconnect just like an quick disconnect, and then turn the gas valve on. Next, going around the camper, there's a electrical box here. And as we get to the other side, this is the drain for the sink. Just if you're going to be using the sink, just unscrew this, let it hang by the lanyard so that it can drain here. This is the water connection. Next to that, if you can connect directly to a water source, and that's the white hose that's stored inside the tool cabinet. This is a refrigeration on the back of the refrigerator. It's just going to put off a little hot air here, and the controls for the refrigerator that you shouldn't have to operate at all. This is the discharge for the heater. If you're using our camper in the fall or in cold time and you need the heater, just keep in mind that this is going to have a hot discharge here, so don't have anything leaned up against it or watch kids around it, as it does get hot. Next is the water storage tank. If you're not able to connect directly to a water source, this should hold between 7 and 10 gallons. I think it's 8 gallons, somewhere in there, for the water storage for the sink. And then next you'll have, one of these is black, and the other is the electrical connection, the electrical cord. It's 25 feet of cord here, has a 30 amp plug. So as long as you're within 30 feet or 25 feet of your electrical connection you're wanting to connect to, you should be good. This is our battery storage box, which you shouldn't have to mess with while you're using the camper. And this is the propane bottle for your gas line and your heat. As you can see, the door is attached to the ceiling of the camper. To release it, make sure you got a firm hold on the door, and release these 2 latches on the end, and the door is going to pivot down. Next, we're going to line up these 2 black tabs with some rectangles on the bottom of the door frame. Once I have them lined up on these 2 rectangles, push down and then push out on the top of the door. Once you push out on the top of the door, rotate wing nuts, your door's in place. Just secure the Velcro around the outside of it. Rotate the latch and then attach the top to the bottom with the latch, and then you can use the door. Next, we're going to just grab a hold of the sink. There's a support bar. Push the button in on top, rotate it, and pivot the sink over until it's adjusted flat. On the ceiling, your 2 lights are here. There's one here and one on each end, both on the ceiling. This is your smoke alarm. So I'll cover up because it's loud. And to install the ceiling supports for above the beds, We're going to use the white bars. This bar will be laying on the bed. It's just attached on this black fitting. Put the round peg in the round hole. Push away from you. It's going to install on this silver peg on the top. It's going to install on that. So push away from you until it lines up and holds it in place. The refrigerator is here, located under the sink, with your heater right next to that. And the controls for the heater are here. Just rotate over till you get to the right temperature that you're comfortable with, and then rotate it off until it clicks is off. And just keep in mind, it's not a hotel room. We suggest that you use the heat while you're in it. It takes literally 60 seconds to warm this camper up. It's a high butane, high output heater. It really heats well. So we just suggest that you don't heat while you're not using it, but just when you're in it, use the heat and the AC while you're using it. This is the ceiling mounted AC unit. We basically have two settings. One's for just fan and one's for cool. And then you have the thermostat, warmer, colder, and then an on-off switch. So to use the AC in the AC position, you'll go to low or high cool, and then adjust the thermostat to where your comfort level is. Down under the table is this is a carbon monoxide alarm. So if you hear this alarm go off, then you'll want to make sure that you get out and get air on that. Right next to that, around the corner from that, is the electrical box located under the table. It's where you have some breakers and some fuses. If a fuse blows, there's a red LED light that lights up beside it that'll let you know which fuse is blown. And we keep spare fuses in the top drawer right across from it. Right above the electrical box is the pump for the water pump. Just turn that switch on and off to keep the water pump. Once it's on while you're using it, you can leave it on the whole time. It's an on-demand pump. Install the table, just we'll undo this Velcro strap. Undo the Velcro strap, pull the legs out and lock them in place. And then table install there. That's how to assemble the pop-up. We really appreciate your business with Ridgetop RV. Thank you for renting from us. Hopefully you'll come back and rent again. And if you need to get in touch with us anytime you're using it, the number's on the side of the camper. You can either send an email or a phone number to get in touch with us with any questions you have. Hopefully this video makes your camping experience a little better, a little easier to use if you may have forgotten something we gave you on the demo at checkout. Thank you again.